Bresnahan, Allie Clifton with Trudell out at Staples. They will be getting sound. Big win for the Lakers. Playoff intensity, James. Lakers only hit 6 threes. They shot 18% from three, but they still win and really dominated that second half. Timely buckets. AD and LeBron played like absolute superstars in the third and fourth quarter. And I'll be honest with you guys, defense was the reason. I mean, it was playoff-type defense against the number one offense in the league. The Lakers holding the Bucks to just 103 points.
Yeah, it was sticky. You know, for the number one defensive team to come in and have the Lakers, you know, prevail on the defensive end was a big plus for them. 30 of 35 from the free throw line, Gita. That's where they made up for a lot of their poor shooting, particularly from the three. The Lakers didn't shoot that well themselves, only 18% from three-point. But they did an excellent job of, you know, getting to the free throw line. LeBron James, you know, anytime he scores 30 or more, the Lakers are 20-0. So LeBron, once again, demonstrated when they needed buckets, you know, he was able to take advantage of the inside and outside when AD was in foul trouble early in the first half. But the bench scored over 30 points. Kuzma, that was a big plus tonight to kind of made up for some of the lack of things that they had early in the game.
Brez, for the psyche, whether it's for the fans, the media, whomever, the players, how big was this win?
We talked about it on the pregame show, guys. The Lakers have been great against the teams with losing records, against teams over 500, and especially the really good teams. This has been a struggling issue for them. 0-2 against the Clippers, 0-1 against the Bucks before tonight. Struggled at home against Toronto a couple months ago, kind of a weird game out of nowhere. And now the fans and the media can rest a little bit because the Lakers are this good. And by the way, on a smaller scale, LeBron James yesterday after practice said, you know what, I don't really care about the MVP. I just want to play well and win championships. And I believe him. But tonight, he said to Giannis, look, I'm 10 years older than you. You're going to have to walk through me. You're going to have to bowl through me to get that MVP because he outplayed Giannis tonight.
Tonight, he was the best player on the floor. Let's go back to Staples Center. AD is with Mike Trudell.
All right, AD, offensively, wasn't your night for the first three quarters. Scored 14 of your 30 in the fourth. What did you see that started to work there, and how was that impactful?
Just trusting my game. Had some good looks in the first half and missed them. You know, and some guys came to me at halftime and said, just keep going. You're top 5 in the league. You know, play like it. So, you know, I just tried to come out being aggressive, knowing that's what my team needed. Was able to get stops, hold his team to 103 points. It was a defensive battle. I mean, they're number one. I think we're up there as well, and you know, we're going to be the first team to play some defense, and I think we got some stops, but most importantly, we all picked it up offensively.
You mentioned that you fell behind early. The defense certainly kept you in the game and then held them in check in the second half as well. What was working defensively this time that didn't as well in Milwaukee's building?
Loading up. You know, Giannis he's a monster when he's getting in transition, so we want to load up and make sure that, you know, we make sure he see a wall. You know, anytime he's got a full head of steam going downhill, he's tough to guard. He's finding his shooters, so we want to make sure that we rebuild a wall and make it tough for him. And you know, he got something early in the first. You know, that's on me. Gave him some and ones. You know, but we did a better job in the second half.
You know, Milwaukee's one of the best teams in the league protecting the paint. LeBron was getting in there and finishing at will. What did you see from him tonight, and what have you learned about being his teammate this season?
He's going to take over a game. He's going to be aggressive, and he was aggressive tonight when we needed him. You know, he kept us in the game. Our second unit did a great job of, you know, cutting that lead when they were up 9 to getting it to 2. And then Bron came in and did what he did. So, you know, he's a hell of a player. He's one of the greatest, you know, and you know, he said his motivation is being the best in the league, not winning MVPs, and he showed it tonight. You know, anytime he's there on the floor, he wants to be the best on the floor. It's a battle between me and him every night, you know, because I say I want to be the best on the floor, but, you know, I'm glad we're on the same team trying to compete for that.
Last thing for you, any additional significance, just given what Milwaukee's been able to do for you guys to protect your home court like this in this fashion?
Yeah, you know, we don't want to lose to an opponent, you know, twice. We got another tough one Sunday, but you know, it was definitely a test for us to see where we are on both ends of the floor, and you know, we want to protect home court. You know, we know they've been playing well, and you know, we did a great job tonight holding this team to 103 points, and you know, coach said the way we're gonna win this game is scoring, and I think we did a good job, but you know, we could be better in some areas, but you know, we're happy we got this win on our home floor.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys, Anthony Davis as the Lakers clinch a playoff spot, 113-103, the victory over the top team in the East.
Yeah, great work right there, Mike. Listen, I want to give both guys their due and their love. LeBron and AD, they They combined for 67 points and 17 rebounds. On one hand, James, LeBron took over that game and showed that he is absolutely in this MVP conversation. But you got to give AD a lot of love, too, because he needed to have a game like this on the big stage against Giannis and the Bucks, and he delivered. 25 in that second half, 14 in the fourth. So where do you want to start?
It is so difficult, if you're an elite player like AD with all that talent, to have a slow start against a sticky defensive team. A lot of times you falter, you try to force the issue. I was very impressed at the way he kept his composure. He had to sit for a little bit with the fouls. LeBron took over. But in the second half, AD kept his poise and made a big impact in the game and came up big, +8 in the plus-minus 30 points. He only missed one free throw. So he came back in the second half and showed that, he made a big contribution there.
James, I want to jump in because you bring up such a great point. Take us inside the mindset of a young superstar who's probably had this game circled, and he comes out and gets 2 quick fouls, comes back and they call another one. So now he's got 3 fouls and he only plays 10 minutes in the entire first half while everyone's watching this game. How hard is it?
It's hard.
To stay because you want to get out and show right away.
And he's being measured. He's being measured kind of post All-Star game, We talked about the Boston game. We talked about the Philly game. This game against Giannis, and Giannis, I think, got the best of him in the first half, drawing those 2 fouls. You have to be able to realize that there's more game left. There's second half left. How do you change the current situation? He was able to do it with plays like that, good defense. But he was a little bit more aggressive in the second half, getting to the cup. So he did match their physical play in the second half.
It was great for him, Brez. You just saw that defensive play right there. That was during an 8-0 run by AD where they went to him 4 straight times and he got buckets.
Yeah, he was really good in the post down the stretch. He struggled from it for the first 2.5, 3 quarters. And we've seen that a couple times from him. Just kind of getting shoved out of the lane just a little bit here and there, just throwing off his game, throwing off rhythm when he's shooting. But I'll tell you what, he was really strong in the post, a couple double teams as well. Not afraid of Giannis either, just going right at him on more than one occasion there and hitting his free throws too. And here's the deal with AD. He spent 7 years in New Orleans, a nice franchise, nice people. I was just there over the weekend. Sure. Very hospitable, nice job down there. But I'll tell you what, this is going to be completely different for him. He got to the second round once, maybe twice with New Orleans. And now this is what he's going to be experiencing, this type of tough, defensive-minded basketball by 2 teams in a very important game. We're barely a week into March, but we're only 5 weeks from the playoffs, guys. And there's going to be a lot of these situations where AD might get in foul trouble, might have a slow start. And this isn't New Orleans anymore. This is the LA Lakers. They have won 16 titles. He's going to have to deliver like he did in the second half.
We talked in the pregame about Giannis and LeBron, and we're going to show you right now kind of what they did head-to-head. LeBron getting matched up with Giannis, scored on him a couple times in a row. Twitter was going crazy. You look at his numbers right here, 37 points, 12 of 21, 12 of 15 from the line, 8 rebounds. It's in the pregame show. One thing they might not take into consideration, but we do when you watch them every single night, nobody in the league dictates how their team plays and picks their moments better than LeBron James. With AD in foul trouble, that second and third quarter belonged to LeBron. Lakers won on an 18-0 run in that third. And it won't matter when it comes down to that MVP vote at the end of the year. But if you're a Laker fan and you're watching LeBron James tonight, you know why he is considered one of the all-time greats. So 37-32, and now 1-1 this year against each other. And it's definitely a 2-person race. Let's get you out to Staples Center for the highlights. Lakers at home taking on the Bucks, top seeds in their respective conferences. Giannis bringing it up the court. And when he's got the full head of steam, James broke it down in the pregame show. It's basically he's unstoppable. Giannis is bleeding from the mouth. It's an and 1. Slow start for the Lakers. Danny Green is going to hit the Lakers' only 3 in the first quarter. Lakers down 2. They only had 3 in the first half, only 6 for the game.
That's crazy. Giannis
attacking again. Crashes in Anthony Davis, called for the foul. And 1. AD's second after the free throw. Bucks lead 13-5. And you're thinking, oh, man, AD already in big-time foul trouble, but they keep him in. He passes up the 3. That's a big play, James. He needed that. I know it's just an early bucket, but with 2 fouls, he had to stay aggressive.
Yeah, one of your favorite moves, pump, fake, relocate, and went to the hole strong over Giannis with the left off the kiss off the glass, very physical play. And then LeBron going downhill. Lopez comes over to help those